Hi there. Welcome, friends. Welcome to Homekeepers. Just grab yourself a cup of tea and just stick with us for a while. Thanks to all of you who are so faithful and those brand new ones we get every day. You mean a great deal to us. And we've got a great program for you today. Dr. David Clarke, our resident psychologist and marriage counselor, is with us. And we're going to talk about marriage, and we're going to talk about the difference between men and women. And maybe you wonder sometimes, why did God make them so different? Well, we can ask him that when we get there, okay? But in the meantime, I think of a scripture, if you don't understand your mate, the Bible says, good understanding giveth favor. And so Dr. Clarke has written a book that will give you some understanding the difference between male and female, the difference between husband and wife. So we're going to be talking about men are clams and women are crowbars. Isn't that descriptive? Boy, that sentence is true. So we're going to talk about that, and I know how much you appreciate him. And let me mention that he does consultation by phone. A lot of great things are happening. You know, there's that doctor on demand thing, and I know someone who's used that. It was great. So this communication can really help you on a personal level. Before I joined Stephanie, we're going to make an easy pecan pie. And I said, if this is good, it's got to be a blessing for people who love pecan pie. So we'll let you know. Before I join Stephanie, though, we're going to talk about or offer you this book, Money Making Mom. And here's a lady who's tried everything to really make the family finances do exactly the best they can. And we'll send you this book for $17. That even includes the shipping and handling, which is very significant these days. And I know Stephanie followed this gal. She's got quite a website. A long time before I discovered her. Her name's Crystal Payne, right? Mm-hmm. How did you discover her?
Oh, on one of my money-saving journeys. You know, I'm always looking for different ways to save money, to save time, to prepare food and everything, and I found her along the way.
And this is one very efficient gal, I'll tell you. So maybe you've had some good teachers, huh?
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
Okay, this is different.
Okay, this is different, and I'm excited about it. And look at your necklace. Wow. That's
David
fabulous.
McAllister gave me that.
That's
years
gorgeous.
ago. Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I was blinded by the
you
beauty.
You can't have it, so.
Okay, I don't want it. I just wanted to compliment it. Okay, so we have 4 eggs, okay, and I'm just going to get those beat up real quick. And then we have a 1/2 cup of Bisquick. We have a 1/4 cup of butter melted, 3/4 cup of light corn syrup, a 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla, 3/4 cup heavy whipping cream, and 3/4 cup brown sugar. And we're just going to mix. So you sprayed the pan, and you're just going to pour a 1.5 cups of pecans in.
In the bottom of the
pan.
pan.
That's it.
Well, I will say, you know, at the top of the show, I said, if this is good, it's a lot easier to fix.
So easier.
However, looking at
so
it,
easy.
it's not
so
as
much
pretty.
easier.
What
Yes.
came out of the oven?
I think it's gorgeous.
You know these people.
Okay, whipping cream.
You know these people who can just make beautiful pies and all?
Vanilla. I don't know if I need to slow down is my problem. I'm always in a hurry for some reason, for nothing. I just always feel like
Live that way.
Yeah. So I just need to slow down. I could probably make pretty things if I would just slow down. Brown
well,
sugar.
let me tell you what happened to me this morning.
Okay.
Nobody bakes a better
Bisquick?
pie than Sharon Bailey.
Yes.
She could easily open a pie shop.
And light corn syrup.
And Herman Bailey came in my office today. Sharon had baked me my own apple pie. And I took one slice and hid the rest of it.
I'm done.
When she gives me a pie,
I'm not working
never,
anymore.
ever share it.
Okay. I start my 19th year here.
Go talk to
I know
Herman.
it's not about me. It's not about me, but 19 years. Come on. I
You
think I
have no
deserve a
idea.
piece of apple pie.
I said, this is better than all the gold in California if you ever get one of her pies. And so when I'll probably have a slice tonight, and then I'll cut it up and freeze it by pieces. I don't ever share it.
Maybe Arthelene Rippy should just give me a little piece since I do this out of the kindness of my heart.
I might this afternoon. It'll be very slender piece.
I'm not asking for anything else. Okay, so I have this all mixed up. Would you mind just getting rid of my little mess
And
there.
yeah, I will. Let me
Thank
get
you.
something.
This is how easy this is. So we sprayed the pan. We we put the pecans in the bottom. I've mixed everything else up, and now we're just pouring it in, and we're going to bake it. We're going to bake
and
it.
the whole thing about this is
Yes.
it is easy. Do
Sorry.
you need this anymore?
No, we're going to bake it 50 to 55 minutes at 350. So easy.
And this is why I said it doesn't look like.
Oh, I think it's beautiful.
Oh, I think they're so pretty though when they
Yeah.
have the.
I agree, but then we didn't have to do all of that.
Oh,
So
I know.
look at that. And let me tell you, I already know it's delicious because we may or may not have tasted a little bit of the bowl remnants
Well, I promise
this morning.
I promise I will give you a piece of Sharon's apple
I'm going to have a little talk with the Baileys.
Oh, no. See, I've known them 40 years. That's.
Okay, but I'm halfway there.
Oh, okay. Then you'll get a slice.
I'm done. I won't complain
Okay.
anymore. I'm happy. I'm
Let's-
getting pecan pie.
Yes.
Okay. We made whipping cream.
No kidding. If this really tastes good, just cover it with whipping cream.
That is delicious.
Oh.
And the texture is right on.
Yeah, see, you can do this now in the middle of the week instead of waiting until Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I'm a texture eater. And that texture is, she threw the fork down, you know it's good.
I'm having a moment.
Isn't that delicious?
It's absolutely
And
delicious.
how easy was that to put together? So easy.
And what it tastes like a really good
Pecan pie, it really does.
All right. If you want this recipe, information's coming up on your screen. Several ways to get it, so choose yours. And after that, you'll meet Dr. Clarke. If you haven't already met him, you will love him. I promise you. Stay with us.
If you would like a copy of today's recipe, you may receive it by contacting us through social media as listed on the screen. When requesting a copy through the mail, be sure to include a self-addressed stamped envelope. Thank you, and please know we always appreciate hearing from our viewers.
So glad to have you back
Well, it's great to be here
every month.
every month.
And the subject's always on marriage. This time we're talking about men are clams and women are crowbars. I think I said last time it's the greatest title of any book because you can see it.
You can't.
And it's
Immediate. It is true.
It's true. I do want to reiterate that you have a podcast. It's called I Don't Want a Divorce.
Right?
And also something that really didn't happen a few years ago, but you actually do telephone consultations.
I'm doing 7 to 10 of those a week from across the country.
Yeah.
People hear a podcast, they'll see a focus video, they go to my YouTube channel, they'll read a book and they want some guidance from me, and it's great. I like doing it.
So a lot of information will come up on your screen, and you can be a good idea to write it down. Sometime you might need it. But the podcast thing is really growing. To be honest, I'm not even sure what it is. Maybe you can tell us.
We tape it. We taped like 3 at one time.
It's video.
No, it's an audio. The podcast
It's
is
all audio. Okay.
Now the YouTube channel, of course, that's a video thing, doing short videos, answering questions people send in to my email. But the podcast is audio, and people just find my voice very comforting. That's what I understand.
No doubt.
But I'm just giving practical things focused on marriage, saving your marriage. We did a whole podcast series on Enough is Enough, the abusive relationship, how to get out. I'm doing Married But Lonely now. We did I Don't Want a Divorce. We did when your spouse wants out. They may be having an affair. They may not, but they're done with you. What to do about that? Because people need tools. You don't know what to do. You're just
Right.
your life's shattered.
And we're talking about a lot of material in your books. And so when you go to that website, there's endless resources for you. Now, when you were on last time, we just kind of laid the groundwork for this and thought about what kind of marriage material is growing in our homes with so much divorce. So here's a kid that's only got a bad view of marriage.
Right.
And all the fatherless young men, that's one thing that really breaks my heart.
Yeah.
And in this book, you're trying to really define the differences between male and female and how you can come together. So
Right.
it's a big job.
Yeah.
It's a big job. Okay. Who tries the hardest in a marriage? The husband or the wife? When things...
Yeah, that's not even close. It's almost always the woman. Oh, she knows what she's missing. She got married for intimacy. He's stalling. He's a good guy in many cases, but it's in the vault. We can't talk. She didn't realize that before marriage because you're just in la-la land and everything's wonderful and everything he says is so great. You know what? He's going to stop talking after you marry him, I guarantee you. And so, yeah,
Okay, say that again.
He's going to stop talking.
He's going to stop talking after you marry him.
We talk just enough to get you. That is whatever's required. What's the minimum requirement here? And of course, you're in love with us. You don't realize we don't talk much. The lady wants the personal, wants to share his life, wants to be romance, wants to, if she's a Christian, wants to share Christ. He's not into any of that. Nobody taught him how. He doesn't have the slightest clue. And if she presses for it, he clams up. He's not going to give it to her.
That's when you really need the crowbar.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you have to get rid of the crowbar, but there's other ways, smarter ways to get the guy to open up.
Well, would most men just settle? Settle for the status quo?
Oh, yeah. 50 years. If I'm sitting in the same room with my wife and we're watching a show, that's quality time. If we're in the same home, I don't even see where she is. Quality time. And so the guy will die, and he doesn't know what he's missed. Well, the lady's dying every day. She knows what she's missing. He thinks, hey.
I think you've just painted an impossible situation.
That's why they need the book. I will get you out of it.
Yes, and he starts out with something really interesting that put me under conviction because a wife has a full closet full of clothes but can't find anything to wear.
Exactly.
And you have 3 shirts and 1 pair of pants and you're as happy as a lark.
The guy's forced to have this little tiny inch section. Oh, yeah. Most women have way too many
what does
clothes.
that tell us?
Well, women just love. They love to dress up. They love to look sharp. And many times for their husband. And they're very expressive. The guy just could care less. Because really nobody cares what men wear. I could sit here in a baseball outfit. Nobody would care. They notice what you wear, Arthelene, and you always look so sharp. And that's not wrong. It's just a difference. Mm-hmm. Sandy has a massive amount of clothes. Well, okay, that's fine. She's my wife. I don't mind.
Well, okay, this book is basically saying, please, male, female, open your eyes. We're different to begin with. It's nobody's fault.
Yeah, right.
Unless you want to blame God, but
yeah.
That's just the way it is. Now, what do we take with this kind of raw material?
Well, right. If you can learn to understand the differences and adjust to them, mm-hmm. learn to work with them, well, then you're going to be in a great marriage. Mm-hmm. If you can't, it's going to be a disaster.
Mm-hmm. Now, is the basic difference women are emotional and men are logical?
That's a big one. Yeah, that's one of the standards. Oh, yeah. Men can be emotional, but not very often and not about the right things. The ball game's on, and he's yelling, and he's screaming, and he's happy, and he's furious. Okay, but it's a dumb game. I mean, who cares? When he's talking to her, flat line. Just nothing going on.
Do you have a hard time, say, in your practice one-to-one, hard time getting guys to see that?
Oh, yeah. Now, they're paying me good money, so I have a little bit of an advantage. And they're there because the woman's unhappy. Mm-hmm. And so you start off with here's, and of course, they don't have any tools. The guy, if he comes to my office, he's at least trying, and he loves his wife. Okay, most of the time.
Yes, and I'll give him that.
Yeah. The dirtballs of this world don't even show up. Mm-hmm. And if they do, they don't get through a session because I kick them out. But the decent guy, he doesn't know what he's missing. He doesn't know, her expectations are too high. I can't please her. I say, you're right. You're doing it the wrong way. You start putting some tools in place, she'll notice the effort, and you start opening up. Because I'll tell these guys, if you don't open up and share personally on a regular basis, she'll never feel loved by you. That's it. So you have to get it done.
Do you know what I think would give women a shortcut? And I don't know why they don't do it. Probably I didn't do it well. Hindsight's 20/20. Respect your husband and acknowledge. Praise him.
Yes.
I think if you just went right there first.
It's a big deal. Women do that before marriage. That's why we marry you. In addition to you're attractive.
Are you kidding me?
I'm telling you, when Sandy gives me a compliment, it just sends me to the moon. Mm-hmm. Other people do, that's fine, that's nice. They don't really know me. She knows me, and so I just run on that for days. It's a big deal.
Yeah, and let me say this, girls. women are so prone to say, well, he doesn't do such and such. So
Right.
I would say when he walks in the door tonight, no matter what you're feeling, America's gotten way too much into feelings. We'll get into that.
Oh, you're not kidding.
No matter what you're feeling, I appreciate how hard you work for this family.
Right.
Find something to appreciate.
You took out the way you take out the trash. You're better than any of these other losers in this neighborhood.
Oh, he
Find
might
something.
catch on to that one.
It goes a long way. When a guy makes the slightest move towards what you're looking for, praise him for that.
God made him that way.
Oh yeah, that's how we're made. We live on respect. And without praise, you don't have any respect. So you're right, it's a big deal. Women are not good at it.
Yeah,
Typically.
most women aren't because we're all too selfish, I guess.
Well, it's like you said, they're thinking, well, all the things he's not doing.
Yes.
Now, you're right,
Yeah.
but that's not how you motivate him.
Yeah.
He'll just shut down.
I don't know. I think that's a shortcut to some blessings in a relationship.
Yeah.
If a woman would do that. Now, we are raising kids in college, and if I had a child in one of these colleges, I'd jerk them out so fast they wouldn't know what was happening. When a presidential election causes them to need safe spaces and Play-Doh, and
Right.
everybody gets offended and their feelings are hurt, and you take that kind of insanity into a marriage.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's worse than what you're talking about in this
Oh,
book,
it's true.
that
You gotta
women
be-
have feelings.
Marriage is tough. We are raising a bunch of pennywaists.
Yes.
They're just wimps. And their feelings are so important. If you're upset about something, the world has to stop. Well, get over it. Back in my day, nobody cared. You just have to keep going. No. And I think it breeds this whole quitting. You have trouble, something goes wrong, you whine, you kvetch, and you just quit. Yeah. Hang in
One
there.
great illustration, as we're making this program, we're still in this insane impeachment process against the president. And one lady was in there with, who had been an ambassador. And they were practically kissing her feet, but the whole thing was, did he hurt your feelings? I thought, our country's at stake here.
I saw some of that.
I don't care about her feelings.
I know, who
I really
cares?
don't.
You had a tough job. You got fired. The president can fire anybody he wants. And they went on and on about that.
And they were just the feelings. The feelings, I thought, we could be taken over if we don't change that attitude.
Boy, you're not
America
kidding.
could be taken over.
Oh, I know. Man up and woman up. Life's hard. Marriage is, the Christian life is hard.
My mother would always say, I'd come in, whining about something. Say, you're bigger than that. Got no sympathy. So, and I passed that on to my children, thankfully.
And my mom was tough too, still is. Oh yeah, she wouldn't brook that. Shut
Okay,
up. Stop whining.
I brought that up because in the first part of your book, it's a lot about women's feelings and men's logic. And should women kind of get over some of their feelings?
Well, as long as they're not too far off the reservation. Feelings are important if the man can listen and reflect. But if you get too dramatic, if you're too intense, if you're bouncing off the walls, the guy's going to shut down every time. So you can't go that far. Most people won't do that in an attempt to get the guy's attention, get him to open up, get him to feel bad for you. No, if you go too far, just the opposite happens.
Yeah.
Forget
The
it.
clam.
Yeah. He'll
Closes.
think you're crazy, and he'll just shut down.
Now, also, marriages can get in a lot of trouble because of chores. And I remember the day when men didn't do one chore around the house.
And everyone was okay with that. Oh, yeah.
That's the sad part.
My mother did just about everything and seemed happy to do it. I was given very few chores. When I got married, I was not in good shape. I thought Sandy would do it all and be happy to do it. She wasn't.
But the way we live today, a woman can get so bent out of shape because of a chore that was assigned. And it is different. A lot of the women are working and all.
Well, they need help.
And it wouldn't hurt a guy to do the chore and do it faithfully.
Well, right. I do a lot of that work with couples. You have to come up with a plan that works and that's fair, that's reasonable. And if the guy's not doing the right job, don't have a fit over. There's other things you can do to get his attention. But if it's an equitable distribution, you're okay. Sandy had to teach me because I didn't know how to do chores. I didn't have to do any chores. My wonderful mother did them all.
Yeah, I was going to say, but your dad didn't do any.
He didn't. That was that generation. He worked hard. He came home. We would leave the table. We wouldn't even bring our dishes over to the kitchen. We did. Nobody asked us.
My daughter trained her boys to take the dishes to the sink.
Well, I think that's important. Now, in our home, I forget when this happened. It's been years ago now, but Sandy would make the meal, and she would have to clean up the meal, and I would just leave. I'd play with the kids. I was doing stuff. But it dawned on her, if I'm going to make the meal, Dave, you should do the cleaning up. I thought that was a terrible idea. But I stepped up, and she appreciates that. So now every meal, that's my job. We have the kids over. Phil, Chaz, and Andrew will help me. It's the guy thing. The ladies
guys
don't
do
help.
it.
We
Oh, that's
do.
wonderful.
And it's good.
Yeah, but do you do as good a job as she would?
Probably not.
Yeah.
She has to live
A
with...
lot of women would have a problem
Yeah,
there.
I have my procedures, but they're probably not that... Somebody would shut the kitchen down. I'm doing my best, but yeah.
But what you're saying, you practice what you preach.
Right. Make Sandy happy. It's not a thing. If I forced her to clean up, the rest of the evening wouldn't go that well for me. Cold, resentful, hurt. Well, I don't want that. Yeah.
Okay, what happens when you're talking to a couple face to face and this whole subject of chores comes up?
Well, we just lay out the expectations, and I'll say, what do you, each of you, I'll ask the guy, what do you think you should be doing? And very often, with a little bit of thought, he'll say, well, I kind of hang his head, I could be doing more. Well, yes, you could be. Specifically, what could you do? He'll have some ideas. And so we work as a team. I say, what do you want him to do? The lady's willing to do, she's still going to do plenty, obviously. But there's a certain level she wants him to reach. Laundry. And again, I have him write it down because the guy's going to forget when he walks out of my office. Not meaning to, men are just that way. So write it down, post it, so you don't have to, because she has to ask you, it's like she's raising another kid. Be man enough it's my time for my job, I do it. Shouldn't need reminding.
I also like to remind women that, boy, you got a lot of appliances. It's not rocket science anymore. You're going to fuss about who puts the dish in the dishwasher? Come on. It gets ridiculous. My mother, did it all, and then you'd put the clothes in the ringer washer, and then you would...
Man, those were the days. That was hard.
You'd starch them, hang them on the line, bring them in, sprinkle them, and... we've got every kind of help there is, we ought to not complain about it. The differences, though, the basic difference, I'm not talking about these fringe things that we've been back and forth. The basic differences really can go back to Paul's warning, which we discussed last time, when he said, if you marry, he's addressing singleness and marriage, and it's pretty blunt.
He is. He lays it on the line.
If you marry, you have not sinned, but you will have trouble. That's what he said. And he said, I'm trying to warn you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a very clear warning. People usually just blow right past that. They think they're going to be different somehow. We're going to be fine. Because in the engagement period, the dating, everything's wonderful. Very few problems, if any. Well, after marriage, forget it. Now you're living together, and you're having to make all these adjustments. The male-female differences hit you in the face, and it's rough. So all that adjustment has to take place.
And also, as we've mentioned many times, so many of them don't have any kind of an example. They've
Couples
never
I'm
had
seeing
one.
Now, no. They're from broken homes, or mom and dad stayed together, but they were miserable. They've been taught all the wrong things. How to resolve conflict, how not to communicate, how to meet needs. No, they don't have a clue, so I have to teach them.
But the good news is that all things are possible.
They are.
And that's why God raises up people like yourself with an absolute biblical foundation to deal with the toughest relationship you'll ever face. And we are out of time.
Okay.
But you'll be back next month. We're going to continue next month with men are clams and women are crowbars. And I urge you to go to the website and get this book. It's some of the greatest detail I've ever read in my life, and I've read hundreds of books, okay? I'll be back. Just stay with me. I have a couple things to say before we have to say goodbye.
Arthelene would like you to keep the following information handy. You may contact Homekeepers by writing to Homekeepers, P.O. Box 6922, Clearwater, Florida 33758, or go to www.rippy.org. Remember, we always enjoy hearing from our viewers, and we thank you for your support.
Okay. It's always wonderful when he's here. I appreciate his ministry and the knowledge that he brings to us. Before we leave, I want to tell you once again about Money Saving Mom. She can show you a lot of shortcuts in many, many areas, and the information is on your screen. This is a nice hardback book for $17. It includes shipping and handling. We have an 800 number for your credit cards, 800-229-0059. And also our address is Homekeepers, Box 6922, Clearwater, Florida, 33758. And we look forward to your getting this. Hope it will help you out in this new year. As Dr. Clarke and I were discussing this book, I thought of even coming from our pulpits, there's so much self-help, I gotta be me kind of messages, how to better myself, and some of those are so good. But you can really get in a wrong lane with that if all you think about is yourself and how you feel and what you can do about your feelings, and also and consider other people. Of course, the first most important person in your life's got to be your mate. And as I just mentioned the scripture when we came on the air, that good understanding giveth favor. But the rest of that scripture says, but the way of the transgressor is hard. And I think that married couples often, they transgress those laws of marriage. They transgress the differences instead of trying to understand. That's why I've said on this show many times, go to a marriage retreat, go to a woman's retreat, go somewhere, read a book on the subject that can give you some understanding of the whole picture. I think a lot of divorces have been so unnecessary. With just a little bit of thought, they could have been saved, and then they go off and marry somebody else and find out they've got the very same things they have to face. So try to understand your mate, try to see where they're coming from a little bit, and hope you'll visit that website of Dr. Clarke. You can find some of his books there, very helpful. But until next time, please remember, there's no higher calling than that of a homekeeper. God bless you.
If you should miss a Homekeepers program, you can catch up by going to www.ctnonline.com. Click on CTN Programs and then on Homekeepers.